Hello, good morning. How is everyone today? I just wanted to welcome you all to our new broker webinar or refresher. Most of the attendees today would be folks that have signed up with us most recently since January. This, again, webinar is going to be meeting a lot of our staff here, underwriters, learning lines of business that we write, learning how to navigate our website. I wanted to point out two features on the control panel. First of all, the handouts. You could see the new broker webinar key contact sheet with everybody who will presenting today in the different lines of business. And also, I wanted to point out the underwriting team's handouts, and we can send you these after the webinar as well. And the last feature I wanted to show you is down in the bottom right, the control panel where it has questions. And right now, if I could see if it's working right now, if someone can type in a quick question or just a hello in that question and hit the send. I'm volunteering you to do that. There we go. All right. We had someone use it. That's great. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over. It's 10 o'clock right now. I'm going to turn it over to Melissa Tressler in our information technology. She's going to show you how to navigate our website. Melissa, it's all you.
Sorry about that. Let me get my webcam started here. Good morning. I am Melissa Tressler. I am part of the IT team here at the agency. I've been with the agency going on 25 years, and I enjoy working here tremendously. I think you will also find working with the staff at the agency something that is enjoyable as well. And I'm glad you're here today to get to know the staff a little bit better and get to know what Toscano can do for you. I'm going to show you a little bit about the website. When you first go to Toscano.com, you land on the home page, the marketing advertising side, where you can see recently bound risks. You can see what states we can write in. You have the ability to peruse through this homepage of the marketing side and see more information about the agency, how it got started. So take advantage of checking that out before you log into the portal, the agent's portal. So I'm going to log in as if I am signing in as one of the agents. It will take you into the toolbox. These are the tools you have available 24/7. When Toscano Agency is closed, you still have access to your policies. You still have access to the raters and the product pages, the applications. As you can see, you have the ability to go into the policies. You can issue certificates on our website. You can see, let me pull up a test here. You can see the policy, pull up the endorsements that were issued, the actual policy itself, the invoices that go with it. You have access to the accounting area that took place. Every transaction took place will show up on that policy. You have access to the schedule. This is an example of a commercial auto, so you see the vehicles and the drivers. Like I said, you can issue certificates. You can also submit a request. Oh, key broker page. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get, here I am walking through and it's not letting you see. Let me move this down. There. Can you see it now? One of the staff, can you tell me if you can see?
No, Melissa, we're still seeing I think you have to click on the Toscano tab. You still have that PDF up.
Okay, let me close down my PDFs.
Close the PDF.
Can you see it now? It should be showing.
No, it's still stuck on the underwriting team's page.
There.
There we go.
Good.
There we go. I'm sorry. Here I am showing you all this, talking about it and didn't even know. Okay, so from in the toolbox area, where I went into is this policies. And this is where I'm talking about the policies right now. I have a webinar once a month, second Tuesday of every month, where I actually go through the whole entire website and show you what tools you have available. So I don't want to take up a lot of the underwriter's time on something that I can show you a little bit later, but you do have many, many options. You can submit requests on a particular policy, and you can also see your expiration list. You have a wonderful accounting area where you can make payments online, set up for direct bill commission to be automatically direct deposited into your account. There's so many things on our website that I would love to show you. So if you wanted to join that webinar, it would be in the events area. You can sign up for any of them. June 12th would be the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the next underwriter, which is Deb Stoner. And Deb, welcome to the webinar.
Thanks, Melissa. Good morning, everyone. I'm Deb Stoner, and I'm a member of the Casualty Professional team here at Toscano's. It's hard to believe, but as of this year, I've been with Toscano Agency for 37 years. I started out with the agency as a newlywed, and our founder, Bill Toscano, who we lovingly refer to as Mr. T, promised that we're going to work hard, but he also promised we would play hard too, and we do. I'm fortunate to have spent my career with an employer that has family values that align with my own, and I'm also proud to be part of a service commitment here at Toscano's, where our mission is to be an expert and to make every action count. Our team would like to offer you our expertise on whatever crosses your desk. We love the challenge of something different, whether it's due to class, loss history, new ventures, or other risk characteristics. Here's a little about some of the products that our team specializes in. We write environmental and pollution-related exposures. We can write consultants and contractors who have environmental exposures, such as water, restoration contractors, asbestos abatement, water treatment plant operators, and many other classes. These markets can offer general liability, pollution, professional, and also transportation pollution. So it's basically a one-stop shop to cover those exposures in one nice little package. We can also write non-environmental contractors. When you think about it, almost all contractors have some type of pollution exposure. A lot of the contractors nowadays are being asked by their contracts to also provide that coverage. So it's something we can definitely help with. One of our specialties on our team is professional liability for all classes of business. We see all types of consultants, a lot of technology, computer consultants, but also your human resource consultants and many others. We also can write architects and engineers, insurance agents, lawyers. We have many markets for the classes. That enables us to offer you the most competitive rates and coverages available. And along with professional on the classes I just mentioned, we're also seeing a lot of allied health classes, such as assisted living, home health care, addiction counseling, and Medi-Spa services. We can also do invasive procedures that your standard markets won't consider, such as microblading of the eyebrows and Botox. We can offer GL and professional or professional alone. So if you give our team a call, myself or one of our other team members, Dina Pappas, Cindy Jones, Sandy Austin, or Karen Lipinski, can discuss your client's needs, and we can provide you some insight on minimum premiums, which I think is helpful. If we can give you a minimum premium, then you can discuss it with your customer and see if it's going to be worth sending in the application. So when we give you the minimum premium, if you'd like to pursue it, we'd be happy to send you the proper application. Melissa's also shown on the website where you can obtain our applications. We can also work from any other company's app that you might have, so that can always get us started. We also have several online raters that you'll have available. Some of these include nonprofit D&O, real estate, E&O, employment practices, and cyber liability, which is becoming a very popular coverage that people are looking for nowadays. So you do have the availability online. You can enter the info and print a professional comprehensive quote in just minutes. One of our fastest growing businesses or lines of business in our team is workman's comp. And our markets for this class are constantly expanding. So we can provide quotes on many workman's comp risks that your standard markets may not write. Whether it's a new venture, a more difficult class, whatever reason it doesn't meet the standard market underwriting, it's definitely something we can take a look at. We pride ourselves on trying to keep the business out of the state fund, or if you currently have business in the state fund, please run that by us and see if we can help you getting that into a regular market. General liability. Our small business unit does a great job on many classes, and Jamie's going to tell you about this in just a bit, but our team writes some of the tougher classes, demolition and wrecking. We see a lot of machinery, installation, service, repair classes, security guard operations, and many others. We also see in our team a risk that has a higher percentage of subcontracted work, and we specialize in general or paper contractors. We have several markets that will write that class for us. Also have to put a little plug in here. We love drones, and we've been seeing a lot of that class. It seems to be something that a lot of your businesses, whether it's a engineering firm or a real estate firm, or purchasing drones that aren't covered under their regular general liability. So we can definitely help you with that. And we often get asked, can we write unsupported commercial umbrellas? And of course we can. So on to products liability. We can write general liability, including products for all types of manufacturers and distributors, anywhere from your medical products, aviation products, to a small in-home bottler of barbecue sauce. You know, it really makes my day when someone says, you know, I have a strange risk and thought of you, or you're not going to believe this one. There's something so interesting about that in the insurance industry, and helping someone insure their dream business and providing that peace of mind. One thing, it's never boring, that's for sure. There's always something new, and just when you think you've heard it all, someone calls you with something crazy. Some of the more recent ones are goat yoga, axe throwing, or a break room where you can go and get your frustrations out. So if you have something strange, we'd love it if you could think of our team. And I'd like to encourage you to give Dina, Cindy, Sandy, Karen, or I a call to discuss the next risk that you don't know what to do with. So thank you again for joining us today. And I would now like to introduce Jamie Wilcox, who's going to tell you more about what's new in SBU, the Small Business Unit. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Jamie Wilcox, one of the underwriters in the small business unit. The other two underwriters are Jeanette Harabik and Nicole Beaver, and our assistant is April Hill. We work on your small contractors, your 1 or 2 man roofers, your plumbers, carpenters, and your remodelers. We have a pretty nice class for people who will be doing any kind of remodeling. We also will write your vacants. We get the commercial buildings, $500,000 and lower, and your vacant dwellings. Both the contractor and the vacant have a rater online that you can use on our website. If you have a username and login, you can get to that. The contractor rater is for PA only, but the vacant rater is multi-state. We also will write your special events, your 5Ks, weddings, gun bashes, graduation parties, bridal showers, and weddings. You name it, we can probably find a way to write it. Some of them can be written in the admitted market, and while we have the non-admitted market to write anything that's a little more complex, like we'll see things like your demo derbies and things like that that go to the non-admitted markets. Though our bread and butter in the small business unit is our daycares and beauty salons. We have the ability to write in-home and commercial daycares on a BOP form that includes professional coverage as well. We can also write the beauty salons with tanning on that BOP form with the professional as well. The daycares start around $500 and the beauty salons start around $350 if they fit into the BOP program. Another big hitter for us is our tattoo shops. We can offer GL, we can offer professional, we can write abuse and molestation, assault and battery, all starting at a minimum premium of $600 non-admitted. Now, when you run into your people who are doing permanent makeup or any kind of microblading, which would go back into your beauty salons, that kicks back over into Debbie's department over in casualty. They can take a look at those as well. You can start with us and then we can direct you into the right place. At this point, I am going to send you on over to the property package liquor team and Michelle Morton.
Thanks, Jamie. Hi, my name is Michelle Morton, and I am representing the Property Package and Liquor Hospitality team. Underwriters in this department include Joanne Leonard, Marcia Novak, Terry Masaryk, Lily Toscano, and Dea Bradley. In this department, we see a lot of bars, taverns, nightclubs, restaurants, fraternal and social clubs. We can do the higher liquor receipts, even up to 100% liquor receipts we've got markets for. We can consider risks with entertainment, DJs, bands. If they've got bouncers or security at the door, we've got markets to do those. We can look at your liquor only risks. So if you've got a market to do the property and the GL, but you just need to place the liquor piece, we can definitely help you out with that. We also have markets that can do 0% coinsurance on buildings. So if somebody is purchasing a building for a very low price, they got a really good deal on it, and the square footage warrants a high replacement cost or even a high ACV for that matter, and they just need to insure it for what they paid for it, we can definitely do that for you on a 0% coinsurance basis. Vacants, we love vacants. So send us all of your vacants. If it's something our small business unit can't do, if it's over 500,000 for commercial vacants, that would come to our property package and liquor team. We can do the renovations, rehab. We even have some markets that will consider the structural renovations if the structural engineer has signed off on it, as long as the contractors carry their own liability. Again, builder's risks, we love those too. Oftentimes we can package in the premises liability and make a nice little package for you. We even have some markets that might consider a prior start renovation project, as long as we have some more information about it. We may have a few additional underwriting questions on the prior starts. Convenience stores. We've got plenty of markets to do the convenience stores, 24-hour convenience stores we can look at. We even have one market that will rate the gas based on number of pumps instead of number of gallons, which at times makes them pretty competitive. We've got markets for coastal. New York, New Jersey, we can write right up to the water. Florida's a little tougher to get the wind, but in any other state, we definitely can do your coastal. In Florida, still please give us a call. There may be something we can do with wind there too. It's just a little bit more difficult for some of our markets. Habitational, we've got plenty of markets for habitational. We have millers in some states, including Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Ohio, and they're very competitive and admitted. We've got markets to consider student housing, subsidized housing in any state. And we can look at protection class 9 or 10 in any state as well. Lesser's risk only, we can look at just about any lesser's risk only. As long as the tenant carries their own insurance, names us as additional insured, even if you've got something crazy, just give us a call. Warehouses, we can look at those as well. Hotels and motels, we can look at the exterior entrances. I know a lot of standard companies aren't crazy about that. We can look at the Airbnbs, the bed and breakfasts, and the short-term vacation homes, and even hotels with restaurants inside. Large property, we've got markets that can handle the higher limits, and we also have the ability to do excess property and can layer it as well. We even have markets now doing the cannabis industry, so we can look at the growers, processors, distributors, and the retailers. In the property package team, we also can look at the inland marine and ocean marine lines of business. So we can do the warehouse legal, Bailey's, contractors equipment, fine arts, scheduled equipment, and we can even look at livestock and horse mortality for you. And for ocean marine, we can look at the ocean cargo, marinas, the hull, P&I, marinas, operator, legal liability, and we even have a few admitted markets for those. We're excited to hear from you. Please give me a call if you want to discuss any risk. And I'm now going to hand this off to Matt and our transportation team. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Hi, I'm Matt Barbera. I'm an underwriter in the commercial auto team, along with Janice Lautner and Kelly Steffi. Here at Toscano, we're known to write primarily non-standard market items. We're strong in local and intermediate radius risks, and we have a few competitive markets for long haul as well. We can do just about any number of units. All three underwriters can help you on risks 1 to 5. Kelly and Janice will help you on risks with over 5 units. Our appetite is broader than most. There's really no type of commercial auto risk that we won't at least take a look at. We can help on your business auto risks like contractors, Ubers, food trucks, medical transport, or large truck tractor fleets, dump trucks, coal trucks, Amazon delivery. And I mean, as far as the states we write in, we've developed our base over the years here in Pennsylvania. So we have a lot of options here. But in recent years, we've expanded to just about every state in the region and on some level or even further. Our markets for auto liability are Eastern Atlantic, National Casualty, NICO, Canal, our Nationwide E&S, and Carolina Casualty. So we're Eastern Atlantic's exclusive representative in Pennsylvania and Maryland. They're an extremely competitive truck for hire market on the local and intermediate risks up to 600 miles. They're looking for experienced, cleaner risks, and when they're willing to throw their hat in the ring, we have a really high success rate with them. National Casualty is another competitive market that we work with here in Pennsylvania, also in Maryland and Ohio. They're strong with the local and intermediate risks, and they're looking for an experienced risk as well. So we work with NICO on non-fleet risks in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, and Virginia. For fleet risks, we can access them in any state that we're licensed in. NICO, they'll take a look at just about any type of risk. We write a lot of premium with them, as do most of our competitors. They have access to them as well. The advantage of coming to us for NICO is the relationship that we've developed with our underwriters over the years, and the fact that you're going to get a risk accurately underwritten before you present and bind a quote to your customer. Canal is a market that we've picked up in the last year and a half. They specialize in long haul risks with 1 to 2 consecutive years of coverage in place. We have access to them in all states except for New York and New Jersey, and a few states in the deep south like Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia. And they've also recently opened us up to certain long haul new ventures. So we also have access to Nationwide E&S for Harrier risks with 5 or more units. Their premium starts at $50,000. We can also access Carolina Casualty for fleets with 11 or more units. We have a special program with Rock Hill Insurance for fuel distribution. This isn't available to us in Pennsylvania, but just about any other non-coastal state that we're licensed in. Kelly Steffi is your contact for that program. We can also help you on monoline physical damage, on cargo, livestock, workers' comp, excess, truckers, GL. We have several different markets for all these coverages. We have a couple of different Lloyd's outlets, Great American, Hartford, Evanston, Seneca, Penn America. We have multiple brokerage markets. So these are just the broad strokes of what we do in auto. We have a very broad appetite and we like to talk on the phone. So if there's anything you have on the commercial auto side, please feel free to give us a call. Now I'm going to hand the baton off to Nadine in personal lines.
Thank you so much, Matt. Hello, everybody. Like Matt said, I'm Nadine Rosenstill, the manager of the personal lines department. We have 3 underwriters, Carrie Bush, Judy Britton, and Deb Belcher, along with 2 assistants, Danielle Heisong and Ellie Murphy. However, we are truly a team concept. We help each other out. So if you have a billing question, an underwriter will take that. If you have a simple underwriting question, an assistant can take that also. So feel free, sometimes we don't like to leave a voicemail. Everybody's busy. They just have a quick question. So just remember, press 3. If you get someone's extension and they're on the phone, just press 3 and it would be redirected to anybody in my team. So just keep that in mind. One of our biggest lines of business in the personal lines department is personal umbrella. That's something I'm very passionate about, something I believe everybody should have, no matter if you're just a single person with a minimum wage job or a cajillionaire with all kind of homes. Personal umbrella is something all of us should have. We have 3 admitted markets. We have a personal umbrella comparative rater online that you're able to enter the information one time and it gets quoted with those 3 companies. I do have a WebEx once a month on that, so look for the email coming your way. If it's something that needs a little bit more detailed or some more explaining, it's submitted to us and we review it and we'll give you a phone call or shoot an email if we need additional information. We are able to do driving records with some activity. We're able to do youthful drivers, elderly drivers. We're seeing more and more elderly drivers on the road. I don't know, the older I get, it seems like somebody in their 80s driving isn't such a scary thing anymore because I'm like, well, I'm closer to that age now. And the one big thing to keep in mind with personal umbrella is you don't have to control the underlying business. So if you don't have the homeowners or the auto, we're able to write that. So if they're just somebody that you're trying, like maybe a friend, or you're trying to get through the door and you just want to start with their umbrella, we can do that. You don't have to control the underlying business. Also on the personal umbrella, the underlying form has to be on a personal lines form. So many people have rental dwellings. If they're on a commercial form, we're unable to do that. That's something though the commercial department can do. You just can't include that in your personal umbrella. We're able to do rental dwellings on a personal umbrella, personal lines form. We just can't include them if they're on a commercial form. The other thing that's a big product for us are homeowners and dwelling fires. We get a lot of feedback from our agents and we hear that you don't like to fill out applications, which I don't blame you. I have horrific handwriting. My son writes his own notes in school because my handwriting is so bad that they think he's writing them and his handwriting is better. So I completely understand why someone doesn't like to fill out applications. We have a homeowner dwelling fire submit system. You type in all of the information, it gets submitted to us, and then we provide the quote and hopefully a pre-filled app. We do try to include a pre-filled app at all times. And if not, then we'll send you a blank app. But a couple of things on the homeowners, some people think because we're a wholesaler that we can only write really ugly risk on dwelling fire and on homeowners business. And at one time that was true, but it is not that way anymore. We have a couple admitted markets. They're extremely competitive. We have a company by the name of Philadelphia Contribution Ship. They're in PA, New Jersey, Delaware. We're going against them, against the Eries and the Nationwides and the Allstates. The one thing with that Philadelphia Contribution Ship is they are truly, they're an admitted market and they don't like a lot of only one, they can only have one claim. It has to be a pristine piece of property, but they're very, very competitive. They offer some great add-on coverages like service line, inland flood, things like that. With the dwelling fire, we have markets that can do seasonal dwellings. We can do, we have admitted and non-admitted markets. We can do log homes. We can do seasonal dwellings that are rented out at the beach. We offer wind on our coastal properties. We can do Airbnbs, names in the trust and LLC. So all of that we can do in the personal lines department. Finally, it's recreation season. I don't know about you guys, but we're finally seeing some nice weather here in Western PA. So motorcycles are finally being able to get out on the roads, and motorhomes and travel trailers. We're seeing those with the holiday weekend. Every gas station in the area, somebody had a camper hooked up. We can do all those. ATVs, motorcycles, golf carts, side-by-sides. We do have markets for those. Our main company for motorcycles is American Modern. Motorhomes, we're able to do anything from your Class A and to your Class C mini motorhomes. Our company with that is National General. I know a lot of you have that in-house, so keep that in mind. With the motorhomes, we don't have too many. On travel trailers, we have a few markets, and we are able to do those as a if they're permanently parked. So it's very common here in our neck of the woods that people take their travel trailer and they just keep it at a campground all year round. So we can write those as a seasonal dwelling or seasonal mobile home, which is nice. So we have a question. One of the questions is, if a husband and wife buy a rental dwelling and place it under an LLC, is this considered a personal or commercial? Honestly, we can write that. It depends on the form. We are able to write that as on a personal lines form. We have several markets, and the commercial department also has several markets that they can write it on a commercial form. So if you need a personal umbrella situation, we are able to write that on a personal lines form, and we can include it on the umbrella. So I hope that answers your question on the husband and wife for the dwelling fire. And that's about it. So I'm going to hand it over to him, please. If you have any questions, we don't like to decline. We do try to find a way of writing it for you. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'm going to hand it off to Jeremy. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Nadine. Thank you, team, for taking time out of your day. And I want to thank all the attendees for taking time out of their day. I don't want to run over too long. If there's any additional questions or whatnot, you can type them in the question panel, or you can reach out to one of the key contacts that you see in one of the handouts. Again, we love phone calls. Give us a call, pick up the phone at any time. I appreciate it, and I want to thank everyone for your time today. Bye.